Huh? You want to go for a ride? Have a little help, bud.
Well, should I?
All set.
Boy, Mr. Courtney, you sure came prepared. Do you need all this equipment just to bring in a live specimen?
To get the sawfish I'm after, yes, I do.
Remember, this isn't sport for Mr. Courtney.
No, this is business for me. I've got an order from the Marble State Aquarium for a live sawfish. I've been trailing one down the coast for weeks.
Well, I know. The Park Service asked me to give you all the help that I could. I'll call them and tell them you're ready to go.
It's quite a gun you got there, Mr. Courtney.
It's my own design. You see, instead of shooting a spear, you know what that is?
A dart?
With a knock-off shot.
Oh, what do you, shoot the sawfish and it puts him to sleep?
That's the idea.
I bet you never miss.
I'd better not.
What do you do after he's asleep?
Let him sleep it off until he wakes up in the tank. Of course, I always carry the antidote with me.
What do you, reshoot him and it wakes him up?
Better than any alarm clock. Now, this is a hydrophone.
What do you, track the sawfish with it?
It lets me listen under the water. And that's the loudspeaker.
Mm-hmm.
See? Finally, the rebreather. Now, have you ever seen one of these?
No, what does it do?
Well, it lets me swim under the water in complete silence. Like this. No bubbles.
Boy, that sawfish doesn't have a chance. Hey, Flipper?
All set? All set. Thanks for the help, Mr. Ricks. And thank you and your brother for the use of the skiff.
You don't need any other help, do you?
No, that will do. Thank you.
I'll get your line for you.
So long. Dad, I sure would like to see Mr. Courtney get that sawfish. Dad, when Sandy gets back, could we take the truck?
The truck? What for, bud?
Well, we could stick the paddle boards in him and follow Mr. Courtney on up the coast and keep him in sight.
Oh, I don't know about that, bud. Mr. Courtney said this was strictly a business trip.
Please?
All right, I'll tell you what. If you promise me you won't get in his way, I'll let you go.
Oh, I promise, Dad.
And that goes for you, too, Flipper.
Dolphins just caused me to lose my sawfish.
How soon will that stuff knock him out?
He'll be all right.
You don't understand, Mr. Courtney. Dolphins don't sleep underwater.
If he doesn't surface to breathe air, he's gonna drown.
Here's the antidote. Now stay out of my way.
Come on, Bud, we've got to give this to Flipper as fast as we can. Away. Come on.
When he falls asleep, he'll go deeper and deeper. What are we gonna do?
I'm trying to think.
Listen, Sandy, he's gonna drift further and further away. We gotta do something.
We gotta get Dad. He said he'd be in the launch near the South Channel. I'll get him on the radio from the truck. You take this and try and find Flipper. WD 9598, Unit 1 to Unit 2. Come in, Dad, over.
Flipper!
But, Dad, Mr. Courtney just threw the antidote and then took off.
Sandy, I'm all the way out at Harper's Point. It's going to take me a while to get back in.
Well, how long will that tranquilizer last on Flipper?
Well, that depends on how strong Courtney's drug is, Sandy.
What do we do?
You go back out there and try and find Flipper. Keep him on the surface best you can. I'll be in as soon as I can. And Sandy, good luck, son.
Okay, thanks, Dad. WD 9598, Unit 2 clear. But he's all the way out at Harper's Point.
No, Sandy, Flipper's been gone almost 10 minutes. What are we gonna do?
Well, he's either too deep or he's beached himself somewhere.
We can't find him.
What we need is a hydrophone.
Mr. Courtney won't give it to us.
He's got to. Come on. Courtney!
I told you to leave me alone.
Mr. Courtney, you've got to help us. We called our dad and he can't get here in time.
You're the only one that can help us.
You could use your hydrophone.
Wait. That sounds like my sawfish.
Mr. Courtney, if you don't help us now, we may never see Flipper again. You've got to use your hydrophone.
Please, Mr. Courtney, are you going to help us?
All right. But on one condition. Your Flipper is a fine specimen. I'll help you find him. But he goes back with me.
You can't, he's ours.
He's the ocean's now.
The important thing right now is to save Flipper's life.
Come on, get in. No sound of Flipper around here. Let's see where he might have drifted.
How'll we ever find him if he's drifted into deeper water?
It won't be easy. Let's try and find him. I think I've got something. Ah, it's a seal. He must have drifted farther. Wait. This time I think it's a dolphin. Yes, it is.
I'll bet it's Flipper.
The trouble is, it's 60 feet deep. With this rebreather, what cannot go that deep?
But we've got to get him.
Going 60 feet with a rebreather is like jumping out of a plane without a parachute, even worse. 60 feet, breathing is like taking poison gas.
Well, if you're not going, I am.
Wait a minute. I didn't say it can't be done. Give me that antidote.
Anything we can do?
60 feet of water? Nothing. It's a one-man job. Be ready to help him, though. He went down with the antidote.
What, in this depth? With a rebreather, doesn't he know what can happen?
He knows, Dad. He has his reasons.
Why doesn't he come up?
Is there anything we can do to help him, Dad?
Oh, wait a minute, hold it, boys. There he is.
Is Flipper okay?
Is he awake?
I gave him the antidote. He'll be all right.
He's okay, Dad. You think he understands? You understand, don't you, Flipper? You understand why you have to go away?
Sure you do. Don't you, Flipper?
You'll be okay with Mr. Courtney, Flipper. We'll come and see you all the time at the aquarium. That is, when we go up north.
You bet we will.
Well, the boys are ready to load Flipper. They told me about your deal. And they're going to live up to their end of it. But I want to ask you a question, Mr. Courtney. You pride yourself on being a hunter. Just how much pride are you going to have taking their pet?
Those boys, they love that dolphin, don't they?
They sure do.
You know, I thought of something. There are a lot of fish in that ocean. One can afford to let one or two get away. Come on, let's see the boys.
Sandy? Bud? Mr. Courtney has something he wants to say.
You know, that aquarium doesn't need a dolphin. It needs a sawfish. So I'd like to change our deal.
You would?
You help me bring in the sawfish, and Flipper can stay with you.
No kidding?
No kidding.
Boy, that'll be great.
And I'll give a hand, too. We can take the park launch. That way we'll get that sawfish in no time.
Ranger, you've got a deal.
Oh, no, Flipper. This time you stay home.
I think that's exactly what he wants to do. Right, Flipper?